After beating Morocco to win the hosting rights for the 2026 World Cup, cities across North America have bid to stage the world's biggest sporting event in their stadiums. Meanwhile, there's been controversy in Canada after they've been restricted to just 2 stadiums. Edmonton, which has played a central role in Canadian soccer, will not be hosting matches in 2026. There will also be no stadiums reused from the 1994 World Cup, meaning venues like Pasadena's Rose Bowl and New York's Giants Stadium won't be involved in 4 years' time. Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, is another notable omission. But, like so much of American culture, their stadiums are supersized, and Canada and Mexico will be contributing some eye-catching and historic venues of their own. The tournament will be the first World Cup with 48 participants, and the organizers have certainly gone big with their selected stadiums. Kindly subscribe to my channel Green Blue IB, make comment, like, and share with others. Atlanta. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is one of 3 NFL MLS venues that will be used in 2026. Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United both play home matches at the stadium, which opened in 2017 and seats about 75,000. There's also a retractable roof which, when closed, will no doubt make the stadium used in Manaus in 2014 feel like a November night in Stoke. An overall view of the Super Bowl 53 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium before an NFL game between the Los Angeles Rams and the New England Patriots, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, February 2019. Dallas. Dallas hosted matches during the 1994 World Cup at the Cotton Bowl, including the famous quarterfinal between Brazil and the Netherlands. But matches 32 years later will be staged in the AT&T Stadium, which can house over 93,000 spectators. That's more than Wembley Stadium. It's huge and, considering the Texas climate, it'll be boiling hot too. Los Angeles. An absurdly large structure that can pack in over 100,000 spectators, bigger than any stadium in Europe. The SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles will need a few touch-ups to make the field big enough for World Cup football, but they've got 4 years to crack heads together and solve that conundrum. LA hosted the 1994 World Cup final and staged the women's equivalent in 1999 for good measure. A surefire semi-final venue, at a minimum. New York/New Jersey. Just across the Hudson River from New York, MetLife Stadium opened in 2010 as a replacement for Giants Stadium. Both the New York Jets and New York Giants play NFL games at the venue, which has a seating capacity of about 87,000 and has an artificial surface which will have to be replaced before 2026. It's widely rumored that this stadium will host the final, where England will end 60 years of hurt in spectacular fashion. Ahem. San Francisco. Located about 40 miles south of San Francisco, Levi's Stadium opened in 2014 and has hosted several major NFL games since, including the Super Bowl in 2016. The venue has a capacity of about 71,000 and is located close to the old Stanford Stadium, which hosted matches in the 1994 World Cup. San Jose Earthquakes, the local MLS team, used to be graced by George Best in the 1970s. Vancouver. The second, and last, Canadian venue for 2026, Vancouver's BC Place hosted the 2015 Women's World Cup final and has a capacity of 54,000. Home of MLS side Vancouver Whitecaps, the city probably benefited from the decision not to include venues in Edmonton or Montreal. But nobody will remember that once the Mundial swings into town 4 years from now. Thank you for watching.